Hey Twin Flames, and welcome to your reading. There are 4 different Twin Flame Oracle decks that you have to choose from to bring messages to you about your Twin Flame journey. Now, I am going to stick with one specific storyline for each deck, so the reading will resonate and fit 100 or it's not for you. Okay, so make sure it resonates all the way through and you'll know those are your messages from Spirit about your Twin Flame journey. Each deck is a Twin Flame journey based deck, so go ahead and decide which one of them is calling your name. I will start the reading with the light pink rose deck. There will be timestamps listed for the others below. Hello there. So this is the reading for those of you that were attracted to the first deck with the light pink rose. We're going to roll the astrology dice here and see which astrological influence you and your twin flame are working with at this time. Oh, wow. You guys have the sun. So there is healing, there is illumination, there is breakthrough, there is understanding, there is shifting of energies that is going to take place in the days and weeks that follow this reading. Okay, this is a timeless reading. So Spirit is letting you know the sun will shine on this situation. And we'll dig into more to see the current status of it, but the sun is the most positive astrological influence you could get, so that says something. Let's pull a message. This one fell out as I was going to shuffle, so this is kind of a bonus here. And here's the image on the back. And it says, power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So you have more power in this situation than you realize, okay? Much more power than you realize. And Spirit wants you to know that. Alright, so look at the image there, and it says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So this connection is very 5D based, okay? And though you guys experience each other on the 3D plane, your true connection is in that 5D dimension. Don't forget that. Don't lose sight of that. And this is the next message. And it says, embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. How beautiful is that? And I think that speaks entirely for itself. So let's pull you guys some oracle cards from this Twin Flame oracle deck. Let's see what else Spirit would like to add to let you know the days, weeks following this. You got the sun coming in. You got the sun right there, and the blueness with the image around them. It's like the sun and the moon coming together. Oh, beautiful! And look at what is on the bottom before I cut. Twin Flame Journey. Okay, so disillusionment, lasting reconnection, change yourself, and soul consciousness. Wow. Okay, so this is a union, a twin flame union that is currently in separation, or you guys just got back together. You guys just started talking to each other again. You might not be fully back together, but you just started talking to each other again, okay? So you're either right at the beginning of that, or that's what's about to come in, all right? Over here on this side has had a deep realization that a lasting connection cannot take place until there is major shift and change in consciousness on in this other person, in their twin flame, all right? And over here, they have had that journey. There is a big change that's happened within them, and it's going from, you know, being totally 3D to now beginning to touch on that 5D energy, become aware of that 5D energy. And we have the soul consciousness right there. Okay, so they are really feeling this person here telepathically, empathically, and it might be newer emotions for them. They might think it's like their own thoughts, like they're you know, being haunted by this connection or the disconnection from this relationship. But a lot has happened, a lot has changed for this twin flame. And over here has really matured emotionally and mentally, and has a full realization that as much as I desire this union to be, it cannot be until we're both in aligned energy, because in that space, that's when we can come together and actually expand. And for some of you, that crystalline twin flame energy becoming fully activated, because you have the sun and the moon, and with that sun coming right there, that is big time what we're talking about here. A huge shift and change, lots of illumination over here, which is balancing out your energies to bring into alignment. All right, so this is definitely a connection that has been on the outs in separation, and it's just barely coming back together, or will be coming back together in the days and weeks to follow. So let's pull some tarot. Six of Wands, recognition. Knight of Wands, change of energy, coming in quite rapidly. A lot of things happening at the soul. Ten of Cups, happiness, home, family. Seven of Cups, dreams, wishes, fantasies of each other. Three of Swords, a lot of heartache, a lot of heartbreak for both of you. And lastly, look at this, the Lovers, the twin flames in the tarot. Okay. So this has definitely been a journey. And I think at one time, and you assign which side you were on in this reading, okay? I think for some time, this twin flame really thought, you know, if I love enough, if I do enough, if I hope enough, if I wait, if I this, if I that, then it will change things. And through the course of this separation, there's been a lot of maturity in the mental body, in the emotional body, because experience is now transforming into wisdom. And there's a deep realization that, yes, what if this came back, but it was the same old thing? It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. There's a deep realization of that. And so there now becomes this flow and this ease and this patience within this twin flame of, I accept what is, because I understand that if I had it right now, it wouldn't be what I wanted it to be. And this is the realization over a course of time this twin has been coming into. And over a course of time, this twin has been really receiving a lot of activation in the soul, activation in the consciousness, and they're now starting to see things a lot differently. There's a shift going from the 3D into the 5D, all right? And through that, perceptions absolutely shift. But you guys are dreaming of each other through the Seven of Cups. You definitely have a telepathic communication. There is a lot of pain. You both feel quite haunted at times, and I feel like it ebbs and flows. And you know, this just jumped out at me. There's three candles there. You see this one here and this one here is equal to each other. Let me see if you could see that. this one and this one is equal to each other, but yet here in the middle is a smaller one, a karmic. So some of you definitely experience separation, third-party interference, or through a separation, one of you got deeply involved with a karmic, okay? And however this is played out, you both experienced a lot of pain, you know, with the Three of Swords showing up, because you're truly connected at the soul here through the Lovers, all right? And Six of Wands, recognition, limelight, understanding. Again, a full understanding here of this journey, and then a deep awakening happening over here with that Sun, and it brings you both into this Six of Wands energy, all right, equally. And it's with this Knight of Wands, it's like a beautiful reignition of passion, of energies that maybe you thought had dissipated or they thought had dissipated. Okay, so let's pull some more tarot. Queen of Cups, look at that. Yes, empathic connection as well. One of you could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now we have the Knave of Swords, which would be the Page of Swords. So there's definitely, like, you watch them, they watch you, keeping tabs on each other, never too far away is what I feel. Like, never too far away. And maybe, like, some of you, it's like maybe you have driven by their house, or they've driven by your house, or your place of employment. Like, I don't feel like whatever this is, like, it's that yucky, creepy stalker type of energy. It's more like, I just miss you. I just, if I could just catch a glimpse of you for a second, you know? And it's like, I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be nosy. I don't want to pry. I want to see you. I want to understand what's going on in your life. So I do feel like you both watch each other, or one of you does so quite strongly. Under the Ten of Cups, look at that, and we couldn't get a more beautiful card. The Nine of Cups. Yeah, that's love, that's affection. And oh my gosh, you guys got the Sun again. Sun times 2. Twin flames, twin stars you are, and that's coming out here under the Seven of Cups. So you both dream of each other. You both really do still feel each other, even though you have been separated. And the sadness through the Three of Swords being balanced and tempered through temperance here, as your experience transforms to wisdom and they awaken within. You both go through that tempering in the heart space. And under the Lovers, the Five of Pentacles, you both have had to heal a bit, okay, from this connection. And, you know, regardless of who is at fault or why you guys had to walk away, it definitely hurt you both the same. And I don't think either of you realizes that. It definitely hurt you both the same, because this Five of Pentacles is coming out on the Lovers. So it hurt you both the same. All right, so let's pull some more oracle. You know what? And with all this Sun and the Moon with the water, because you got the Sun and then the Sun and the Sun, and then I was feeling this is Moon, and you got the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Cups, and you know, it's like really watery. And then we also have the Queen of Cups here. One of you could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and maybe the other of you is a Leo, or just because there's so much fire, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, okay? Doesn't have to be, but that is definitely quite strong. It's a water-fire connection coming through. right? So we've had a lot of questions, or that like third party interference, influence, karmic issue. It definitely has played a part in the separation journey that you guys have been experiencing. Somebody's ego consciousness had to be broken. We know who that is because it's happened through the soul consciousness there. And there's an intense bond that exists between the two of you, 100. And we go back to that like sun and moon energy, okay, with this card here. So it's strong, strong, like yin yang. You guys are the perfect match when you are in that aligned energy, that more evolved space, and you both feel quite incomplete without each other, and there is going to be loyalty. All right, before, I don't know, there could have, like, for some of you, I do feel that you guys parted ways not because of like a third party, like there wasn't cheating, but one of you may have gotten involved in a relationship after you separated, and that's where that karmic energy comes in. Others of you, this was where there was some sort of like cheating, third party karmic interference, and you know, this person here has to evolve into this place of loyalty, and they have, and that's why the sun has come out twice for you guys. Okay, so this is a pretty fantastic read. You both have grown, you are evolving, and they are activating. They're finally, you know, here I am. I'm like, you decide. I feel like this is you. Sorry. I feel like you're evolving from a space of just fluctuating between, you know, knowing and not knowing and wanting to control, and then, you know, being in a place of flow. And now you've mastered that. And over here, you know, it's all about consciousness activation. So let's pull you some soulmate messages. We are eternally blessed by a profound love, by a sacred union with the great source of light, whose love moves the earth and stars. Wow, look at that. Nice. My love is like an ocean, forever longing for your shore. You are an eternal ocean of love. I close my eyes and my heart is filled with rose quartz light. Ooh, you guys are definitely bonded at the soul. No matter what changes life brings, nothing will change my love for you. You give my life purpose. Because of you, I feel safe. I am forever grateful. Thank you. So these are some soul messages between you and your twin flame, and a lot's going to change within the, you know, days and weeks that follow this reading. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, so this is for those of you who chose the Fuchsia Rose with this deck. I'm going to start the reading off to see what astrological influence is guiding and directing you and your twin flame the most at this time. So let's see what comes through. Oh, we have Mercury. Mercury is just moving into Libra at the time I'm doing this reading, so no matter when you watch this, it is timeless. This tells me that you and your twin flame are both in like the days and weeks that follow this reading are really analyzing your relationship with each other as well as other relationships in your life, and you both are coming into a lot of different realizations, and communication is highly likely. So we'll pull cards to see what scenario comes through, but if you're separated, this is a high probability that you may have a conversation. Those of you in union, this is where we have communication, and it really allows a breakthrough or an evolution of the relationship itself. Okay, so Mercury is guiding and directing you both both at this time the strongest. And because I'm doing this reading when Mercury is just going into Libra, the house of relationships, it's all about relationships for both of you right now. A lot of realizations and epiphanies, okay? So let's pull a couple of messages from Spirit and see what comes through there. Alright, so this is the first card, so just take a look at that image. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Wow, so there is a special connection here, and then here's your next message, the image. And it says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Wow. So there is a deep respect that exists here between these two souls, okay? Because I intend one card for each. So because there's a couple on both, and it's like this beautiful embrace, you both feel very strongly connected into the other, okay? There's definitely the sense of, you know, I find the missing pieces in you that I've never been able to find within myself. But the truth is you guys just activate those energies within each other, and it may feel as though there was pieces always missing, but they weren't. They were always a part of you. You just really activate each other on a multitude of levels. All right, so let's pull some oracle and see what comes out there. Goodness, my shuffling, sorry. Like maybe those cards just want to come out. Goodness, they jumped. So those are going to be some bonus cards right there that I feel play into these two messages of the missing piece, but you know, allowing the space in between, knowing that love will never be lost when it's a bond of the soul. All right, one side we have release. Loosen your hold, relax, unwind, release fear, anxiety, and doubt. Along with fifth dimension, intuitive communication. You are connected at the soul level. Okay. Look at that. They both went at the same time in perfect synchronicity. I love these little heart cards, but man, sometimes they're hard to work with if you lay them flat, but the artwork is just so beautiful, right? Over here we have beliefs. Similar or clashing belief systems can bring you together or keep you apart. So we got some belief energies taking place over on this side, along with vibration, energy, and positivity. Raise your vibration to attract what you desire. So on this side, it's like I've been a bit controlling, but I'm really connected into my soul, and I'm raising to that fifth dimensional perception and understanding, and I know that this is where I belong. But I recognize that there does need to be a space, there does need to be ebb and flow, and I've got to trust the process, I've got to trust the journey, and this twin is, okay? That's what's going to unfold in the days and weeks that follow. This twin is going to realize I can't control everything. I've really got to loosen my grip and trust the path. Trust the blueprint of our journey together. Okay, and over here with beliefs and vibration, this twin, I feel, is in a space of like lower vibrational energy, maybe in a very lackful mindset, pessimistic mindset, victimhood sort of mentality, where they're unable to reach that fifth dimensional perception and consciousness, okay? And so that creates a big distortion or imbalance in this twin flame connection. Is, you know, this person, they're in lower vibration, emotions right now, and that's probably why the Mercury is coming through, is because they've got to realize some things, like some cause and effect, and the deeper meaning of, you know, connections and soulmates. Whereas over here, this person has the capacity to reach that higher perception and understanding, but may suffer in the 3D, really wanting to control and having a hard time trusting the journey. All right, so let's see what these 3 cards are that jumped out. We have the material world, the feminine, and solitude. Okay, so in this particular reading, we have the feminine energy coming through. It can represent male or female, but this is where one person is, you know, really establishing themselves in the material world. All right, they have a lot of work to do, and that could be in career, or paying off bills, you know, or just getting back on their feet. And this has to be done alone, okay? Or they feel very alone in it. Spirit isn't really giving me strong either way, whether we are in union or separation here, okay? So this is like one person really needs to figure things out, needs to learn cause and effect, and also there's some sort of like needing to establish a solid foundation. So this is most likely additional messages for this side. So if we're separated, here's a big reason why. If we're in union and this person is down in those vibrations, and like I feel like I can't reach out, I can't help, I can't, you know, it's because they've got to figure it out on their own. And so that's why they're very drawn into their self at this time. All right, so let's pull some tarot. And you know, that's why this space card came out, is because this person really needs to figure some things out on their own. Okay, they really do. And over here might have the solution and the answer, but Spirit's saying trust. And sometimes we got to just figure things out on our own for it to activate us within, okay? Six of Wands, recognition coming through. Four of Cups, after a lot of just ho-hum type energy. We have the King of Swords, so we got some air energy, potential Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but this is also speaking to the realization over here of I've just got to let things flow, and this person really needing to get their mind right to raise their vibration. Next is the Ace of Pentacles, and nice. This is a manifestation that's coming through. This is this person, like, you know, establishing that foundation, or something finally manifesting in their world to where they're getting more back into positive vibes, their frequency elevating. All right. Now we have the Empress, a very fertile, abundant energy in this connection. And lastly, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so I am really torn in this. I feel as though this is talking about an existing union. However, it may be a newer union, okay? This does not feel separated to me. If there's any sort of separation, it's like there's emotional distance because somebody needs to figure things out, or there's physical distance. All right, but this really feels like a connected union. We're talking, we're communicating. Over here, a bit, you know, controlling, wanting to know, wanting to understand, coming to the realization, I've just got to go with the flow. And over here, you know, regaining self-confidence, or really needing something to manifest in their world, and through that, okay, yeah, now I feel good, now I can give my all back into this. Okay, so I really do feel this is a connected twin flame union, and it, it could be, you know, very long-term, or it can be like a newer connection in your life, but it doesn't feel separated. It's just like we're, you know, in a different place mentally. But that's going to change. Like, Spirit wants you to know that. Like, there's something manifesting here that really helps this person out. Knight of Swords. So we have more air energy. Yeah, somebody, you know, and I don't want to say one of you, because I do think it both of you really needing to get your mind right. Over here, again, is releasing that control and trusting the journey. And over here is like raising vibration, like not thinking so pessimistic or being so down about something that's really been bothering them. And it could have a lot to do with money, okay? And now we have the High Priestess. Yeah, you guys definitely have a, you know, empathic, telepathic sort of connection. And anything that's kind of been mysterious or hidden, it's going to come out. Like, I just think this person's kind of really been in this struggle. Next is the Knight of Wands. Nice, a reignition to the soul coming out under this King of Swords. And oh, now we have the Ace of Cups coming out under the Ace of Pentacles. 3 aces. We've got the Devil under the Empress. And look at that. We've got the Moon. Oh my goodness. Okay. With 3 aces here, this really feels newer connection. But if it's long term, you guys are about to have a major shift in like 3 areas of your life, because you have 3 aces here, okay? So things are happening, things are changing. And with the Moon and the High Priestess, a lot is hidden. There's a lot of uncertainty. And I do feel over here has been sad or depressed or unsure or distant or disconnected, or may it have seemed like they were hiding something. And that's, I don't feel like they're hiding anything. They've been feeling really worried, very concerned about something. And now the energy is going to shift, which changes everything for this person. And over here, because of the weird energy being put out by this twin, this one trying to control, trying to direct, maybe getting impatient, but shifting into understanding, okay, I just need to let things be. I just have to let things flow as they will, and really releases the grip mentally on how things should be. And then it's just like boom, boom, boom. Both twins really get their mind right about this connection. And there's new activations within the both of you. Okay, because you also have this Empress, which is a 3. So you have the activation of the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands, and then confirmed by this Empress. You know, so there is a lot of activations for those of you in, you know, these longer existing unions. And for those of you in these newer unions, the next days and weeks to follow this reading, there's just going to be a lot that activates within you. And, you know, there's a lot of long-term potential to this connection. And those of you in long-term union, you're about to move into a very beautiful period of prosperity here. And I'm going to have to change my battery really quick because this one's about to die. So I will be right back. All right, let's pull you guys some more oracle cards. You know what? Also, you might just be like, maybe you haven't even met this person yet and you're about to, and you've been feeling it. And maybe like your tarot reads have been predicting that or something along those lines. And this is just another confirmation of it. Or you just met and Spirit's confirming Wow. But this does not feel like the first one. The first read was definitely about separation, and this one feels a lot different. It feels connected, but like maybe some issues of distance right here. So we have settling, mystery, and we picked up on that mystery with the moon and the high priestess. Outcome, inner child, and chaser. Okay. So there is resolution coming very soon. Over here, I don't know what they're going through, but there's something that you know has really been bothering them. They could have, you know, been feeling bad about themselves, especially if this has to do with like money. They may have been feeling really bad about themselves and thinking, you just settle for me, like you could do so much better than me. Like that may be how they've been feeling just because of how things have unfolded in their life as of late, okay? Or that maybe they've been really struggling with job, finance, and there's been offers, but they didn't want to settle. Things have been really mysterious, but the outcome is just on the horizon. And you both are going back into this inner child energy. And like, usually like the chaser card would be a negative energy for me. But what I see here coming after the inner child is this is the energy you both are returning to. And now we're both chasing new dreams, new goals. We're both going in a new direction, okay? Chasing after that with passion, with hunger, with desire, together equally, okay? And also the inner child coming through. In the child here, it's like an emphasis of very new energy, new union. And maybe you were questioning, is this my twin flame? And you picked number 2. Yes, yes, it is your twin flame. Let's pull you some soulmate messages. You are a jewel even though you may not see it. What you consider imperfect is an illusion. Even in darkness, you shine eternally bright. Wow. So you guys really see each other through some starstruck eyes. That is for sure. Love and respect your loved one's opinions, but remain grounded in your own truths. You are both wise and beautiful souls. Everyone has a piece of the truth. So this really goes strong for this person because, again, this person, you know, really connecting into that 5th dimension, has ideas, has plans, has solutions, but has to realize sometimes, oh, this has to figure it out on their own. Let them do it on their own. They'll get there. They'll get there, and through that process there's activations that take place within them that must happen. Okay, so there's that. And lastly, have you lost sight of what's really important? Remember a time when life was simpler and the world seemed like a giant playground just waiting to be explored? Perhaps it is time to rediscover that world together. And that is a strong message for here and what this person is going through, and you know what they need to realize and what they need to do. So this message here, and then I do feel this is how you both view the other. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, so this is the reading for the 3rd deck with the white rose. I'm going to start by pulling the astrological dice and seeing which astrological influence is impacting you the most at this time that you view this reading, okay? Ooh, you guys got the sun, and this is the best astrological influence you could receive. This is healing, this is illumination, this is happiness, this is joy, this is understanding coming through with the sun. So let's pull a couple of messages from Spirit about this twin flame connection, this twin flame journey. All right, so this is your first image, and it says, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So one of you might be holding back a little bit or a little afraid. And here is your next card. And it says romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. All right. So this is feeling like a newer twin flame connection that's come into your life, or maybe you are just about to meet this twin flame. We're going to pull more cards, but you know, Cupid's arrow strikes, and then the message here. So let's pull you guys some twin flame oracle and see what comes out there. Because this is definitely like newer, or it's a reconnection. So I want to really get a good fix on that. Okay, wow. So over here, I'm going to draw energies for both of you. You assign the roles, twin flames. You have met your twin flame, and even though it will be challenging, it can create a profound and life-altering sense of wholeness. So one of you is definitely like, yeah, that's my twin flame. And compromise. Navigate, communicate, negotiate, and compromise to facilitate this sacred union. Your twin flame is ready to meet you halfway. So there's a bit of compromising that this particular person feels they have to do to accommodate this connection. And again, this feels very new, or it's a reunion. Over here, we have mania love. This kind of love leads into madness and obsessiveness, often wanting a reinforcement of your own value, which can lead to codependency. So over here, and this is why I'm feeling that near energy, over here is very overwhelmed, overstimulated by this connection, maybe a bit fearful of it. And we picked up on that with that card. And perfectly imperfect. The love you have for them allows you to accept their flaws and accept them for exactly as they are without trying to change them. So you both are like smitten kittens here, okay? I'm leaning that this is new energy, like this is somebody that's just very recently come into your life within the last 6 months, or this is somebody who is about to come in, you know, within like the next 30 days. Because this is not, I don't feel separation. What I feel is like a fear, being overstimulated because things feel so deep and so intense, all right? Especially over here. This person, I feel, has a harder time with the situation, and it's not a negative thing. It's just very overstimulating for them at times, takes their breath away, and it kind of stops them in their tracks. And over here is just, you know, sure, just knows in their soul, and they have to, you know, compromise with this energy and allow this person to really grow comfortable in this connection. They feel it, but it frightens them a bit, all right? And the sun coming through, this is like illumination on both sides, the true depth of this union and this connection. Okay, so let's pull some tarot. King of Cups. So definitely a true love connection. One of you could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Next is the Five of Pentacles. So one or both of you has been through quite a bit in this life journey. And we have the Knight of Wands. There's a lot of passion and chemistry. King of Swords. One of you could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Otherwise, very strong air in their chart. This is an energy of analyzing, of really thinking things through, trying to not be swayed by the emotional body, but rather logic. And that feels stronger on this side, like this person trying to get a grip and see things from the logical mind, because their heart is just out of control, they may feel. Next is the Nine of Cups. Oh goodness, you are definitely feeling very blessed. They are feeling very blessed through this connection. And lastly, we have the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is typically about moving on, right? So this says two things to me. One, this could mean that you both have been through, several serious relationships, which has allowed the maturity mentally, emotionally, and spiritually for you guys to come into union. All right. And for others of you, this is talking about some sort of getaway maybe that you guys are planning, or maybe you guys want to move in together, because again, it's like you've just met within the last 6 months, or you're going to meet within the next 30 days. And so some of you, this is like you're ready to move in, and that might be why this person is feeling a little overstimulated. Okay, this Eight of Cups represents some sort of change for some of you, which is kind of scary, but it's a very good. And for others of you, this is speaking of the journey in which led you to each other. All right, let's pull some more tarot. And with two kings coming through, you both are very dominant energies, very strong personalities. One of you is definitely more emotionally based, and the other of you is more mentally based, very analytical person. But there is a lot of fire and chemistry, and you both have had your heart broke before. Under the King of Cups, we have the King of Wands. Oh my gosh. Okay, so because there is so much masculine energy coming through, that means a couple of things. Some of you, this is a male-male connection, and you've really questioned, is this twin flame? And Spirit is confirming that this is your twin flame. All right, absolutely. There is so much masculine energy coming through in this reading. And for others of you, that one of you is so much emotion and soul. Oh my gosh, this person feels this connection in their heart. It's driving them, like they've hit the jackpot here. And over here, it's like, I have so much passion for you. I want to experience with you. I want to grow with you. So one person, very strong fire, water energy. Let's see what comes out next. We've got all four kings coming through. Oh my gosh. King of Pentacles under this Five of Pentacles. So what this tells me is you both are very independent people, whether you're same sex or opposite sex, okay? You are very independent, strong people. You both have not had the easiest life, and you've had to do a lot on your own, both of you, to make your way and build your way in this life journey. And through the relationships you had prior that really broke your heart, it was a preparation for this connection, for this meeting, for your true twin flame journey. Now we have the Four of Swords. There is a lot of healing that happens through this connection. And it makes the past not seem so bad for both of you, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune coming out under the King of Swords. So this energy, you know, I'm feeling is over here. They definitely feel like they've won the lottery, they've won the jackpot, but man, they're very afraid of this. Like it overstimulates them. And again, it's not in a bad sense. It's just they're like, whoa, this is just whoa. And over here is like, yeah, it's whoa, but I totally know, like, this is where I'm supposed to be. You are where I'm supposed to be. I'm so sure of this. Under the Nine of Cups, we have the Hanged Man. You guys, oh my goodness, you guys might almost feel this is too good to be true. And look at that, Ace of Cups. And so these two cards, or these four cards, because they're, you know, these are clarifying these two, really tell a story. Through all the previous connections, you both have learned, you've lost a lot, but it has grown you both greatly, okay? And then that comes through with this Eight of Cups, where you guys are evolving through coming in together and really walking away from like a heavier past for both of you and coming into a place of true love, like a love that you've never had before. It's intense. And with this Ace of Cups coming out, I absolutely feel this is newer, or it's about to come in within the next 30 days. This is not a reconnection. It's not. If it's a reconnection, it's like you guys are just picking up this lifetime where you left off last lifetime. All right, so let's pull some more information about this journey since it feels newer. What's up ahead for this twin flame connection? One of you very strong fire, water, and one of you very strong air. Running and chasing. You and your twin may switch back and forth between the two roles, often out of fear of experiencing true intimacy. So we already know over here gets a little spooked, and I think that when this person gets a little spooked, their energy shifts, which then causes over here to freak out a little bit, and that's where the compromise needs to come in, because when they freak out a little bit, like what's going on, they pull back, okay? And then that confuses over here, like, why are you pulling back? So you guys are definitely in a phase of really adjusting to each other's energy and accepting this connection and not being afraid of it. Hesitation. The hesitation is causing an action due to fear of rejection because their previous behavior, or it may be they don't fully trust the connection. Yeah, there's fear, like, is this real? Is this too good to be true? Fifth dimension, the divine masculine energy is responding to the divine feminine energy and carrying out intuitive messages, soul level connection. So you guys got twin flame and you've got this fifth dimension going on right here. And the climax, the anxiety and worries about your bond with your twin. You may be in separation, but if you go through it, you will emerge stronger than ever. So the climax coming through is letting you know that this fear, this back and forth, this hesitation, that's going to change. All right, definitely within the days and weeks to follow this reading, it's going to smooth out because we're going into the fifth dimension. One goal, two ways. You could be attracted to someone who does things very differently from you, but if you learn to communicate, you can make it work. So as much as you guys flow with each other, there is some fundamental differences about you, your belief systems, the way you go about life and do things, which could add to this fear. So what I see in this connection is you guys are newer. You're adjusting to each other's energy, and over here gets really afraid, which then causes over here to feel like something is off, like what's going on. And so it's kind of like a little bit of back and forth, but at the end of the day, you both are very entrenched within each other. Cupid's arrow has shot you both. The sun is right here, very beautiful, a lot of illumination and all this, you know, yellow on this card. And it says, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So the person who's incredibly analytical over here needs to chill the F out and just go with the flow and know all is well and not fear. I think even though I'm picking up you both have had, you know, some heavy experiences, this person has gone through a lot of things, and so they're more reserved. They're not as controlled or swayed by their emotional body. They have a lot of emotional discipline, and it takes them a minute to really trust a person, an energy, a situation. All right, it takes them much longer to warm up. They can feel the emotion just as deeply, just as intensely as over here, but it takes them longer to open up about it. All right, and that's why over here is being instructed to compromise with this energy and give this space, because all is well. All right, so let's pull you guys some soulmate messages. I am so grateful for you, my love. You give so freely without condition. Life is an endless flow of blessings because of your great love. Wow. One or both of you absolutely feels this way for the other. Next is be still, listen, feel, and just be. Have you forgotten what is truly important? When you pass from this world, all you take with you is your soul and the beautiful memories it holds. And this connection right here, Spirit is saying just be, just let it be what it is, and watch it unfold. And every experience, regardless of whether you perceive it as good or bad, comes with a gift attached. Yet sometimes that gift is only revealed with the passing of time. Trust, all is as it should be. Yes, you both just need to be very comfortable with each other and trust the promptings that you both feel in your soul. The sun is here, the most positive of all the astrological influences. All right, so those are your messages. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello there. So this is the reading for the fourth deck and the red rose. I'm going to start by rolling the strongest astrological influence that is impacting and guiding you and your twin flame at this time. So let's see what comes through. Ooh, we have a Mercury. So at the time I'm doing this reading, Mercury is just about to go into Libra, which is 7th house energy, the house of relationships. So that is the significant energy that Spirit wants to talk to you about, regardless of when you are viewing this reading, okay? So when you view this reading, you and your twin flame are coming out of a period of learning about relationships, okay? And you're going into a place of analysis and evaluation, which is going to allow major expansion and evolution for you, not just in your twin flame connection, but also in other relationships in your life. So a lot of lessons finally being learned by both you and your twin. So let's pull a couple of messages from Spirit. So go ahead and look at that first image and just see what it says to you. Close your eyes and tell yourself you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So be positive. Things are shifting. You and your twin flame are learning some lessons here. All right, here's the next image. And it says, a message for you. I am thinking of you at this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Oh, that's so beautiful. So this may be a twin flame connection in union, or this could be a twin flame connection that is currently in separation. We'll pull more cards, but regardless, there is love here, and you and your twin flame are both coming into a big period of expansion and evolution from what you've been going through, whether together or apart. Okay, so let's pull some oracle and take a look at both of your energies here, and you assign which side is which. Okay. And look at this. We got that message of love with a message of unconditional love. Okay, let's see what is going on. Jinxie, stop it. That's my cat. He is intentionally doing that because I am doing a reading. I swear to you, he started it in the third reading. I finished. He stopped. Now here I am again, and he's just sitting there scratching on the box. He is a bad boy. All right, let's pull you some oracle. Okay, so we have some regret coming through, and some nostalgia on one side. Oh, I love these heart cards, but man, it's so hard to get them to stay upright sometimes. And over here we have angel and the season of fall. Ooh, okay. So what we have going on here is this side is feeling some remorse, some regret, some sadness, you know, reminiscing, thinking about things, feeling very sad. I'm apt to say this is more of a separated connection rather than being in union. And what's interesting is the first reading and now the fourth reading are separated readings, and the second and third are readings of in union, and the third especially being a brand new union. So if you were like torn between you know, 2 or 3 in this one, and you pick this one in your separation, this is your read. Okay, these are 2 energies that are apart from each other right now, and we have a lot of regret and memories flooding this person. And over here, you know, this person wonders, like, why did we separate? Where did this go wrong? What did I do wrong? And this person didn't do anything wrong. This person is a very high vibrating being, a very pure energy. And with the fall coming through, the months of autumn are very significant for this disconnected twin flame journey, because it's right there, fall. But that's like when I feel we're going to have a conversation, or we're coming back into union with each other. Now, if you are in the southern hemisphere, you guys are in winter, just about ready to turn spring. And in the northern hemisphere, it's summer, just getting ready to turn into fall. So for southern hemisphere, this is springtime. The spring months is what's bringing you back together. And those of you in the northern hemisphere, it's the months of autumn that are going to bring you guys back together. All right, there's just a lot that I feel this person is coming into understanding about what they've done. So let's pull some tarot. but a message. I love you, right? I love you. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords. It is time for some healing, some twin flame healing that is long coming with that Four of Pentacles, Five of Wands, King of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Four of Wands. Nice. So you guys are definitely 4 heavy in this reading, and 4s are excellent numbers for energy. Oh my gosh, you got 4s and 5s. That is amazing. So 4s, stability, strong foundation. Okay, 5s are the challenges and the changes. So where you previously it felt like you were up against a wall with this twin flame, that's about to change. Okay, there's a softening that is really happening to this person's heart, and spirit is all over that. They're coming into some realizations in their emotional body. There's some emotional maturity taking place for them. All right, and that allows for this twin flame journey to come back into union and very solid, stable energies. All right. So healing after great barrier and big emotional shift over here with the help of spirit, which allows this stability to, you know, come back into formation. So let's pull some more tarot. Nine or Knave of Wands, making the romantic gesture, and that's what brings about the healing. King of Swords coming out under this Four of Pentacles. So this is where this person is coming into the realization, not just in the emotional, but in the mental realm as well. I've been selfish. I've been closed up. I've been guarded. I want to change that. I don't want this barrier between us. And barrier comes out with the Hanged Man. I'm shifting my perception. I'm going to break this wall down. I'm going to break this barrier down. The Seven of Wands. Yes, I have the fortitude and the strength to do this now, especially in the emotional body. And now we have the Magician with the Hierophant. So the way this comes back into union is going to feel very, very magical. And the Two of Wands, in one world, in stepping into a new world. So it's like we're in the transitional phase right now. And Two of Wands is always Two of Flames for me, or Two of Flames, twin flames, when I am doing you know, twin flame readings. The Two of Wands is very, very significant because that's the two fire energies, right? And so you guys are going from one reality, and like your personal timelines are now merging into the same reality once again. And there's a lot of stability in it this go round, and it feels magical how this just comes back together. It truly, truly does. I just over here, this person had some mental and emotional growing to do, shifting in perception. They're very guarded with their emotions, with their heart, which created separation. And now they are coming into the realization, hey, I really miss you. I haven't met anybody like you. What we had was really special, but man, this just really freaks me out. And they're going to make the romantic gesture, okay? They absolutely are, because there's a big shift in perception, which allows them to break down those internal barriers and walls that have, prevented them in the past. So let's pull some more oracle cards. Dreams, you guys dream of each other. Separation is coming to an end, either in the autumn months, northern hemisphere, or the spring months, southern hemisphere. We've got summer. Maybe you guys separated in the summer months. And, maybe for some of you, the summer months are when we, are coming back in union. Some of you, it's like within the next season, and some of you, it might be a couple of seasons, okay? So southern hemisphere, that would be potentially the next 2 seasons for you, and northern hemisphere, we're just now getting out of the summer months. As I'm doing this, like we have about another month of summer. So some of you in the northern hemisphere, we're reuniting in the summer months or the fall months here. And there's going to finally be some balance when we come back together. And a lot of things that felt mysterious, you're going to get the answers for. But again, with that mystery, it's like things feel very magical the way it all unfolds, and the timing is coming through really strongly for you guys. All right, and just want to reiterate this: in southern hemisphere, it's definitely through the spring or summer months. Northern hemisphere, it's like in the next 30 days, or in the autumn months to follow the season ahead. Okay, so that is quite powerful, but we will have balance. We've been learning balance through separation, and you guys, dream of each other. And the very next card here is actually telepathy. So I do feel there is a telepathic and empathic connection that exists between the two of you, and you do meet in the 5D every night when you go to sleep. Okay, you very much feel each other's energy, very much connected into each other's energy. And I just, Spirit's like, pull some more of these, because I didn't pull extras for anybody else, but for you guys, I feel I need to pull some. Yeah, over here is really figuring things out with that Mercury energy. Surrender. Divine Feminine. Communication is coming. Where we previously felt very stuck, and it's finally like you guys will be mirroring each other. You will be in the same vibration. Okay, so I kind of feel like some of you out there who are the more feminine energy in the connection, Spirit's like, surrender, beautiful divine feminine. Communication is happening. Communication is going to come in, and we see the timing of that. Even though you feel very stuck in it, it's with the Hierophant and the Magician, it's going to feel very magical the way this comes back together. And when it comes back together, you guys are absolutely mirroring each other's energy, which look at this, she's like, stepping through the wall, going from one like reality into a new reality. And so, on the other side of this, it's like your guys' timelines don't match up. But as you, evolve into this new reality, your timelines merge and you guys mirror each other. All right. So there's that. Let's pull you some soulmate messages. Your spiritual awareness is growing, and so too is your sexuality. Sensuality is heightened, and this has a magical effect on the one you love. A sacred union is reborn. Love is the present moment. Ooh, do you see that? A sacred love is reborn, and a magical effect on the one you love. There's that magician energy. This is powerful right there. Everything happens for a reason, and even though the reason is sometimes unclear, I graciously accept that all transpires in the knowing that it unfolds through love in accordance with the divine will of my soul. So do not worry about this connection. Spirit will align things when you both are ready, and your smile illuminates my soul. It makes me feel whole. There is no part of me that your love cannot fill. From the first moment we met, I am forever grateful, and I count my blessings each day, beloved Jewel. Wow. So one or both of you feel this way for the other. Beautiful message. Definitely a reunion and reconnection coming in for you guys, and Spirit gave you some good timing on that. It's just about learning lessons and evolving, letting go of fear, okay? And it's going to come back together in a very magical way. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.